Right, guys, welcome back to Dossers Do Football. I'm Henry, and I'm as ever joined by Callum.
Yeah, I'm here.
So yeah, been a while. So
Finally got new microphones.
yeah, 15 quid, bit of a bargain.
Yeah, exactly.
And needed them as well because we filmed one last week, didn't we?
Yeah,
And obviously the audio was so whack because
because
we couldn't even hear it.
we were literally using like headphones,
Yeah.
and they weren't picking up any
Yeah.
noise, and it was all. It was
And I broke one, didn't I?
Yeah, we don't
My
have to speak about
gunky ears,
that.
mate. Yeah. So we've got a few topics on it.
Yeah, we've got a few
Dive
questions.
into.
Because I asked on Twitter the other day,
Other
a
day,
while ago now. Yeah,
literally, it's been
I
that
asked
long.
for topic suggestions, and we've got sort of 2 or 3 that we're going to do, depending how long they take.
Yeah, to be fair.
So the first one. Thoughts on the situation with football without fans?
Who's that sent in by?
Sam, SW Palace.
Sam, shout out Sam.
On Twitter, follow him. If you follow me, you probably already follow him.
So. You're probably right. I'll have to drop him a follow.
Yeah, thoughts on the situation of football without fans? Has it affected your enjoyment? Are the games less or more interesting? How would you approach the movement of getting fans back in stadiums?
So yeah, primarily it has massively affected my interest in football.
Yeah,
I will not lie. Obviously, I'm still going to sit down and watch most games, almost every game.
we literally do. Yeah,
I do like the wall to wall sort of, like the wall to wall sort of like
aspect.
Yeah, it's just like non-stop footy. It is hard to like engage your mind in it. It's so easy to just sort of like have it on as background noise and do other things.
Yeah, like it's so much. Is it easier to like? Because obviously, when there's actual crowds, they react to things like when something's going on because like you hear like there's just a buzz almost.
Yeah.
And whereas now you can sit there and look at your phone, scrolling through Twitter or whatever, glance up every now and then if the commentator says something. But like it's harder to pay attention to a game, especially when you don't have interest in it.
Yeah.
It's like we watched Burnley Newcastle the other night.
I was going to say it's these sort of neutral sort of lower half games which I find the most difficult to watch.
Yeah.
So usually those games, they're not like massively appealing games. Some of them,
no.
But you sort of like watch it for the element of the crowd.
Exactly.
Just like just an added sort of experience. But yeah, now as you say, you mentioned the commentators as well. They're like roles a lot more important now.
Yeah, 100%.
So you've got to fucking engage your mind.
They're almost filling space.
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
Whereas normally they can sort of go quiet for a bit because the crowd are making a noise. If they're quiet now, it's silent. Apart from obviously there's fake crowd noise.
Saying that, let's get onto the crowd noises stock. So I cannot put up with the altered.
It's so weird, isn't it?
Like the sort of like makeshift crowd noises they try and do. It's so bad.
I find it jokes when they press the wrong button or something.
Yeah.
So like they hit the side, like Jota against Arsenal, hit the side netting.
Yeah.
And like the fake crowd starts celebrating.
Oh yeah, of course,
and then everyone it makes you as a fan watching think it's gone in as well because you're thinking
cringe more than anything.
But then switch it off and it.
Yeah. Or you have some player have like a P roll from 40 yards and you get
ooh.
What I miss is when the bloody player heads it back to the crowd. That's a bloody automatic applause.
Yeah.
Don't get any more, mate.
100%. Literally, that's it. And like, there was a game the other day. Someone got nutmegged and just continued the game.
Yeah.
Mate,
sucking the life out of the game, mate.
There's no like enjoyment.
Yeah.
Because it's obviously fake. It's like induced.
Yeah, literally. Obviously, it's a match go yourself. Like you sort of know the workings of a crowd a lot better than I would. Because I go infrequently. Whereas you're like every week, so you sort of know how the difference it makes.
Yeah, 100%.
Even on like the game, because there are some clubs that benefit from behind closed doors, no crowd.
Yeah, definitely.
Some of the stuff my team Arsenal do out the back. Like, because with a crowd who'd be all tentative and on edge, mate.
That's what I think.
They wouldn't play that extra pass. Or
in general, there are like positives to not having fans, which is a bit.
Players take more
silly.
Risks,
but there's players take more risks. Playing out from the back. Let's talk about Palace because I'm there all the time. When we try and play out from the back, normally it's all right. Especially like let's say Mamadou Sakho, always plays out from the back, and at Palace you just get like your 50-year-old dad going, fucking clear it, just play it along to Benteke. It's like fuck off. At the moment, it's fine. We play out from the back. People are going to disagree with me because we've been a bit. Look, everyone reckons we've been shit. But without a crowd, you said with Arsenal, everyone's more confident just to play, get the ball down and play, rather than thinking, oh shit, like feeling rushed into things.
Yeah. Because obviously the crowd, it gets me back. Players shrink a little, but
and I was talking to my dad about it the other day because recently, or especially like this season, there's been some mental games, like loads of goals.
Yeah, exactly.
And
that has something to do with it.
My dad was saying it because players are more inclined to take risks because there's no backlash if it goes wrong.
Yeah. Well, except for your teammates, maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
But I was going to say, an added benefit of the silence is like you get to you get an insight into what goes on with keep going. It's only a bell, mate.
Okay,
I mean, I don't think the viewers will mind too much.
No.
What was I saying? Oh, it's throwing me off though.
Exactly. That's what.
Oh yeah, you get with the silence, you get sort of an insight into what like the demands of being like playing at that level from like the discipline drilled into him from coaches. Because I was saying it to you, I think we were watching Leeds on me, and I was saying the demands to play under Bielsa must be a joke. It's like the sort of like pressure he puts on his players, what it seems like just yelling orders at them.
Yeah, constant just barking like do this.
And in normal scenarios, you don't really bat an eyelid because it's crowd and it's hard to sort of gauge and understand it.
It's similar to like if you watch Palace games, without the crowd,
Ray Lewis.
All you hear is Ray Lewington on the side going, "Go on, Jordan, get into the air, great, come on, Andros, get involved, come on."
Yeah,
doesn't stop talking. Which is quite interesting to listen to as a fan.
Borderline better interesting than the match as well.
Yeah, at times.
I'd rather watch him than the match sometimes, especially Roybal. So there are pros and cons, but ultimately it is definitely changed or worsened my interest in football somewhat. I'm not going to sit here and say I've gone off football, but it's not quite the same.
Yeah, 100%. It's not the same.
As an armchair fan, an avid armchair fan, that's made a difference to me.
And then as someone that actually goes to games, so obviously I watch most Palace games live because I go to every home game and the odd away game. So watching every game at home is like it's just different.
Yeah, have you found that?
It's like it's weird because when you're in a stadium, as much as you probably don't really have an effect, you almost feel like you're involved.
So involved. Yeah.
Whereas watching at home, it's like you just have to. I don't know. It's like you see when we score goals, I don't know what to do. Because in a stadium, I'm like jumping about, around. Fucking hugging people, smashing my knees off chairs and stuff like that. Whereas here, I sort of just get up. I'm like, Everyone else is sitting there because I'm the only Palace fan.
Yeah, this is it. You feel a bit cringe jumping around like a clown.
Yeah, exactly.
In a room full of 5 people, just like for a game on TV.
Yeah, fully.
Of course, that's what I've done my whole life.
It just makes it different.
Yeah, big time. I had something in mind. No, it's gone now, mate.
Out, mate.
Yeah.
Other games we've done games less or more interesting.
Yeah, kind of.
Sort of.
Yeah, briefly.
I'd say the games in general, as in like as a focus on the football.
The football, yeah.
Definitely.
On face value, you look at the goals, you think,
it's like basketball.
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
Just back and forth every time. There's rarely a spell of boring possession at the moment.
You're right. I think it was a bit sort of tentative, like post lockdown. First, like
few days, everyone was sort of just working it out.
So gash. Yeah. Like, I was like, go back into lockdown. But yeah, this season's been nuts.
Like you look at some of the games. The opening day, Liverpool 4, Leeds 3. Yeah. Next week, Fulham 3, Leeds 4. Yeah. You've got Tottenham 5, Southampton 2, Aston Villa 7, Liverpool 2.
Yeah, among others.
Tottenham 6, 1 United. Like these mental scorelines. Exactly.
No chance.
These just like mad scorelines that no one can predict.
Yeah.
But they're happening.
Yeah. So what are you saying about the reintegration of fans? Because I see Germany have taken some measures to do that.
Germany have. France have.
Yeah.
There was one the other day that I saw as well, but I can't really remember where it was.
Yeah, so that leads on to petitions as well, doesn't it? I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so in terms of getting fans back in, so it's been happening in non-league for like a month, maybe. Yeah, start of September, I think.
Yeah.
You go in, they take your name. So it's like when you go into the pub, take your name,
on a large
track
scale,
and trace and everything, all of that. In the football, they take your temperature.
Yeah.
With like one of them temperature gun things.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you're high, they'll say, fuck off, you've got coronavirus. Yeah. But in general, so they take the precautions to get fans in. Because they know, realistically, you're not going to social distance in a football ground. They can say...
That's what they do in Germany.
Yeah, I don't know how...
There's enough
English
space.
people are different, mate.
You're going to tell me German fans aren't nuts?
No, I know. But no. But we don't... English people are dumb. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying we're more like better fans or anything. Yeah. We're stupid.
Like, I don't know.
I can't see people going, let's say, fucking Millwall.
Well, no,
or even like #United. Their game in the FA Cup.
Yeah.
They went to penalty shootout. And fans have all gathered, about 1,000 fans in the stadium, all together, all gathered around, arms around each other, everything.
Yeah, rattled a few fans.
People were fuming. I don't care. It's football. But in terms of safety, they do what they can. Take your name, track and trace, take your temperature, you seem fine, and you go.
I don't see why I can't run.
That's what I mean.
See soon enough.
Obviously, understandably, you can't have 50, 60, 70,000 fans all in like a tight space.
Well, it'd be reduced numbers, wouldn't it? That's why I think socially distancing is doable. So stadiums are so vast, especially ones like Spurs.
I think it's doable. I just don't think people will stick to it.
Well, if they won't,
but it doesn't really matter anyway. But like you could easily put social distancing measures in, as I said, track and trace, heat, and then that's like because if you go to the pub, or if you go to the cinema, or like whatever else there is, why not go to the football?
Like comparison point to football.
There was a thing, I can't remember which club it was, but they were showing their game on a TV in the clubhouse at the club.
Yeah.
The game's going on outside. You can't go and watch that, but you can sit in a room with the people that would be outside watching it.
Yeah. It just makes no sense.
So it doesn't. No, they should just let fans in. Obviously, hopefully everyone signed a petition.
Can't say I have.
Have you not? I have.
Yeah. Well, I'm not a match goer, so it's no concern to me. Mate.
I suppose so.
Well, I do want fans back in though.
EFL have tweeted it. Multiple Premier League clubs have tweeted it, if not all of them. Yeah.
Have they?
I believe so. I know Palace have.
Yeah, fair. I'll have a look at Arsenal actually.
Very much doubt they have, mate. They don't care, do they?
What would they not care?
I don't know. I'm just joking. Everyone's a bit fuming at Arsenal at the moment.
Yeah, to be fair.
The Gunnosaurus fiasco. But no, I feel like it's definitely doable. It's just whether they want to do it, if that makes sense. Yeah. Because I think the measures have always been in place where they could get fans back in. As soon as they could let people back in pubs, they could have fans back in football grounds. Because what are they doing that's any different to going to the pub? You're getting drunk in a pub, hugging your mates. They say stick to a rule of 6, but you get up and walk to another table and speak to your other mates that are in a pub.
Well, saying that, some pubs are quite strict, as we know.
Some are, yeah.
We were at a party any other week, mate. Christ, that's whack. Got up and moved a couple inches, straight on you.
Straight on you.
Yeah. Soon left, though. Yeah, obviously I'd be happy to see fans back in ASAP. But
yeah, that's the thing. I haven't renewed my season ticket this season because obviously I don't know when I'm going to be able to go back.
Yeah.
But then when we can go back, I won't even be able to go anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not sure how it's going to work, but
can only wait and see, can't we?
Yeah, exactly. It will happen eventually. Hopefully sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
Especially for National League clubs. So conference.
Yeah, they're relying on gate receipts, mate.
No, the ones that like
McKennis was telling us. Would have known otherwise.
Being told it, mate. Oh God.
But obviously these lower level clubs are massively relying on.
You're basically standing in a field. You're not even enclosed. Like you're going through the gate and you're still outside.
Yeah, literally. Because if anywhere was easily to socially distance, it'd be a place like that.
100%, because there's not going to be that many people there to begin with.
Oh yeah, I'm sick of Rona chatting full of viewers on as well.
Yeah.
I reckon we should move on. What's next on the agenda?
Let's have a look.
We've gone off on a COVID tangent.
We really have.
That's what it is these days.
Blame Sam for that. That was the question he asked.
No, initially it was good. But
yeah, no, it was a good question. Yeah. Otherwise we wouldn't have answered it.
God, I'm on going to thought, yeah.
Do you think, this is from James, Owen J LFC.
What, the Allison guy?
If you want to follow him.
I already do.
Do you think the Big Six are still as strong as they once were? Or are teams like Wolves, Leicester and Everton starting to break down the edges and create stronger competition overall?
Yeah, I'll be honest. Obviously, the league gets sometimes bantered for being, I don't know, not as good as it once was.
Yeah.
But that's with people, their nostalgia goggles on me.
Yeah.
The league right now is stronger than it's ever been. By a street, I think. I'll take, I don't know, you could take, there's always these comparisons like, who's better, Invincibles, Liverpool, Chelsea 4-5, City 17-18. Go and take any team from 15 years ago, put them in the current Premier League, I think they're struggling.
Yeah.
Because the league is so athletic,
so
evenly matched. Teams like West Ham have, like,
It's like
they're so like physically sort of like dominant.
Yeah.
They're one of the they came 17th last
year. Everyone now is a better athlete than they were 15 years ago.
Sports science has developed so much.
If you look at all these clubs where they have like a full rehab system, like full, as you said, sports scientists, nutritionists, doctors, recovery, all of that.
Yeah.
They didn't have that. They may well have had it, but not every club had it.
Not to mention like analytics, statistics, scouts.
Yeah, exactly. Like to the extent that like technology is used at the moment in football, 15 years ago they didn't have it.
Yeah, didn't even have the resources we've got, mate.
No, yeah,
Adobe.
Exactly. You think they're going on Adobe Audition and making a podcast?
30 smacks, mate.
But no,
glad you've paid for it.
It's just the like. The standard of everything around the football club is picked up. So obviously, so is the football as well.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's just the side effect of it.
But even now, from 2 or 3 years ago, look at Liverpool and City running away with it. Yeah. It sort of looks like Liverpool might again.
Yeah, it's now sort of like those two and the rest.
But
which has ruined the spectacle a bit.
But even you always had a big four or top 6.
Yeah, doesn't exist.
Wolves are great.
Yeah.
Everton look amazing.
Yeah.
Leicester came 5th last year.
Yeah.
You've got even teams like
Sheffield United,
Villa.
For a lot of it.
Yeah, Sheffield United were high up.
Yeah.
Villa this season have made some good signings. They've just smashed Liverpool.
3 from 3.
Palace going to Old Trafford and winning 3-1.
I had to get that one in.
I had to.
I was just going to say, the league's so evenly matched.
Everyone's always said anyone could beat anyone.
But that was a myth.
But I don't think it's ever been more prominent than it is now.
Also, I 100% back that. But going from my experience growing up, there was always a distinct sort of top 4, top 6.
Yeah.
And that's when an upset used to, like, say, I don't know, Pompey would go and beat Chelsea on a Saturday.
Yeah.
I'll be so excited.
Yeah.
How bloody, I don't know, Newcastle go and beat United now. I'll barely bat an eyelid.
Yeah, it's almost normal.
Yeah, everyone can beat everyone.
Yeah.
Which is what most people crave, but I can't help but miss
I know what you mean.
Sort of the disparity at the top and bottom. And that sounds greedy as like a top 6 supporter. Like
that's what I mean.
Miss that, mate.
But like you were saying just now, and you told me the other day about like if Man United had lost to, I don't know, fucking if Palace beat United back in the day.
Oh,
that's
front page
mental.
News, mate. Front page news.
That's like Crystal Palace have beaten Manchester United.
Trafford.
Mad.
Yeah.
Whereas now it was big, but we drew with them last year. We beat City last year,
and
it's a common thing for smaller teams to beat the big ones now.
Yeah,
it's not like a rarity.
The bridge has been gapped massively. So I can't go back to my team again. Even in Wenger's final years, we used to hump like teams like 3-4-0, 5-0. We barely bloody beat teams by 1 goal these days. It's so evenly matched, and it's stressful as a supporter. But
I can imagine.
It's what neutrals want, I guess. But yeah, I'd say
it's nicer for me.
Yeah, of course.
Because now, for example, Man United at Old Trafford, you'd normally go into that thinking, just cross it off. Like, that's 3 points for United at this point. Like, what's the next game almost?
Yeah.
Whereas now you think, we could get something from this.
Do you remember the Green Street quote where he's like, 2 words every West Ham fan feeds: United away. It doesn't exist anymore.
No, exactly.
The only sort of game where you think is borderline a write-off would be at Liverpool away.
Yeah.
Every other game is a bloody lottery.
If anything, you're looking forward to United away at this point. Because if you lose, no one really, like, everyone's like, it's just Man United. If you win, you've won at Man United, and that's not a rare thing anymore.
The only club that hasn't benefited off bloody United is Arsenal. Not won there since 06. Embarrassing.
That's painful.
06, only by your school. Fucking Fabregas set him up, mate.
Oh, man.
That far back. Yeah, so what was the initial question?
About the competitiveness of the league.
Yeah. No, it's never been like this. Not that I can ever recall, mate.
No.
But from about 2016 onwards, it's just been so tough.
So what we did, the first podcast was obviously Premier League predictions.
Yeah.
And even a couple of weeks since, obviously transfer windows happened since then.
Yeah.
But I'm looking, I'm thinking, fucking hell, I've got so much of this wrong.
Yeah.
So like Tottenham, I had them to finish 7th, and they've been sweeping teams, and they look class.
Yeah.
Everton look class.
Yes, is it, mate?
Leicester beat City 5-2. Obviously they got spanked by West Ham, but like it's just it's difficult to predict now.
Just as well, only got 15 views, mate.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's like predicting the championship these days, almost.
Yeah. That's probably the best way you can put it.
Yeah.
It's so difficult to predict because anyone might finish anywhere.
Yeah, years gone by, you could just have your top 6 and just tick off the rest.
Yeah.
Obviously, last year you had people like discrediting Liverpool for saying, "Oh, the Barclays has never been worse."
No,
but it's just like it's never been better.
No, exactly.
That's why everyone's beating everyone, mate. Like what? It's hard to imagine anyone back in 2010 beating this Pep City side with this regularity.
No
way. They'd get humped every week.
If this Pep City side played 10 years ago, they'd beaten everyone. Yeah, winning the league comfortably.
Now, how many games did they lose last year? 9, 8.
Yeah, something like that. I think they lost similar amounts to Arsenal, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, it goes to show, mate.
You lot came 8th.
I think same amount of losses as we did finishing the league.
The next.
How long we got? Oh, we're only 20 minutes in, mate.
Yeah, we're only 20 minutes in.
Do another one.
Going to do a few questions.
I suppose more like Q&A, mate. We're shit at podcast, mate. The second one.
Yeah.
Teething stage.
And plus, like the first one was obviously something. It almost had like a regulated time. Like we go through this. Whereas now it's just questions.
Yeah. That's how Joe Rogan does it, mate. It goes on for 3 hours. Like,
yeah. No, I think when you're speaking about everything, like if me and you sat here and talked about what we did today, and then like expanded on tangents off of that. Like, no, okay, not today necessarily, but in general, like life stories and all of that.
Yeah,
it's different.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah,
we're sort of talking about a refined topic.
Yeah,
but
it's the pressure of now the mics are on me.
Okay, I do have more questions. So,
of course you do, mate.
How badly will Barca decline once Messi leaves? That's from Alfie, Palace Alfie, on Twitter.
Right, I've got a bit of a hot take on this one.
Okay.
I think they will, not say be better off, but they won't struggle as much as people expect. That club is so hardwired to provide for him that it limits other players' skill sets, mate. I'm not even joking.
Yeah.
It's almost like it's a bit embarrassing. Like you watch Barca, you see players of this ilk like Griezmann, Dembele, Suarez. They're there to be Messi's fucking like.
Yeah, they're there for Messi.
They literally like limit their game so much just to get the best out of him.
Yeah.
Like Coutinho is one of the most talented players in the world.
Yeah,
literally. He's gone to Barca and looked like a dud, mate.
Yeah,
that's purely because he was there to supply Messi.
Yeah, literally.
Mate, like, if he's playing to his own tune for his own sort of benefit, he's amazing.
It's like the expression has been taken out of other players' games.
Yeah,
because that's Messi's role.
Yeah,
you can't express yourself. What do you mean? You have to finish the chances Messi gives you.
Literally, mate. It's like a dictatorship there. Yeah, mate. As much as I love Messi, he's the GOAT, mate. Like honestly,
he is comfortably the GOAT.
Like he is limiting some of them players.
Yeah,
especially now because of his age, where he's so sort of like physically he's not as good as he was, so he needs to rely more on his teammates. But yeah, honestly, like from a sort of like marketing point of view and the club's stature, once he goes, obviously it'll be a massive hit. But from a performance-based like perspective, I'm not even that convinced it'll be much of a hit.
No, obviously Barcelona have declined as it is, even when Messi's still there.
Yeah.
But if you look, they've got some decent like players coming through.
Yeah,
Ansu Fati's class.
I don't think Koeman rates Puig.
He doesn't. No.
It's strange.
Apparently they wanted him out, but did you see what he said? He was like, I've had like inquiries from other teams, but I just want to stay and play for Barca. He said even if I have to play for the B team, I want to play for Barcelona.
Really, bleeds Barca, mate.
He does.
Yeah.
So everyone from Catalonia does.
Not wrong.
Apart from the Espanyol fans. But no, in terms of Messi leaving, I feel like they could cope with it, and they probably will because it's Barcelona.
Of course, mate. Biggest club in the world. Second, one of
the two. But comparative with Arsenal, according to Mikel Arteta.
Yeah.
No, but it'll be easier than a lot of people think. But it won't have as much as an impact
as people think.
No,
yeah, I'd go along with that. You see some. It's even like Barcelona have become Argentina.
Yeah.
Because at Argentina it was always give it to Messi and hope. The whole thing was built around him. But when Barca were in their pump, Messi was just sort of the main component. He wasn't like the everything.
Yeah, literally.
Everything else sort of complemented him, but it wasn't like Messi or nothing. So that's why they were so efficient and so successful. But now, like especially on CL nights, if Messi stifled, it's so whack because they've got no plan B.
Exactly. It's like if teams stop Messi, they stop Barca.
Yeah, literally. That shouldn't be that way. It's Barcelona. Yeah. Like, they should have a multitude of threats.
Of players that can be that Messi role.
And which on paper they should have
that influence.
How are Suarez and Griezmann so sort of like stale? They shouldn't be like that.
You see Suarez scored 2 on his Atletico debut, didn't he?
Oh yeah, I'm glad you bring that up. Like in this lot, obviously Suarez was a massive hit at Barcelona. His last couple of seasons, he's barely got the end of things.
No, exactly.
He was there to be bloody Messi, sort of like hitman.
Yeah, literally like finish the chances that Messi makes.
Yeah, just make space for him and shit. Yeah. He scored like he ripped it up in his Atletico debut. Yeah, that's what I was saying about Argentina. Like, Barca have just become them. Like, quite embarrassing, really. I think that's sort of Messi getting his own way as well. I think he likes that sort of like
definitely
like that sort of like. People say he's not selfish, but you could argue he is.
Obviously, the thing at Barcelona at the moment is essentially Messi versus Bartomeu.
Yeah, of course.
But Messi runs that club.
Oh yeah, he got his own. Well, he didn't get his own way, but he ran them very close.
As far as he could have.
Yeah,
he was only blocked by La Liga.
Yeah,
but the fact that like Messi almost dictates what players come in and go. I can't remember who the player was. That's it. He wanted Neymar back.
Yeah.
And so the club tried.
Yeah. Literally,
if Messi wants it, the club try and provide it for him because they're that desperate to appease him.
Yeah, the club's eating out his hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just like you see when they lost or whenever they do anything really.
Yeah.
Messi's the one to make the statement, not the club.
Yeah. True. So no one like gives two hoots what Bartomeu says.
No,
that's what Messi says, mate.
Exactly.
That's what holds weight.
That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
And what you were saying about Messi wanting to get his own players. If that's the case, then he's not doing a very good job, mate.
No.
He's being his autistic self. All Messi needs, mate, he's probably the best creator in the world, man of all time. Get him some runners in behind me.
Yeah.
Imagine Aubameyang latching onto his diags.
Imagine Mbappe.
But you've got bloody like Griezmann just floating around, just being a spare part.
And Suarez attempting to play an offside line.
Like, if Barca had any they're so unathletic. Like you saw it against Bayern, oh my god, it's like men against boys, mate.
It was literally men against boys.
If they had any sort of athleticism, Messi would find them. Like that's what Neymar. He's changed his game.
Yeah.
At Barca, he's going behind to get on the end of his balls.
Yeah.
Which worked well.
Whereas now he's the provider.
Exactly. Because that's part of the reason why he wanted to leave.
Yeah, because he wanted to
go and do the shit Messi was doing.
100%.
Not just running behind like a system player.
Yeah, he didn't want to be fed by Messi. He wanted to be his own player.
He wanted to be that superstar, mate.
Yeah.
Which he already was.
Which he is.
Yeah. Of course he is.
I think it's been a successful... Oh, let's talk about that next.
No, go on, mate. Go on a tangent.
I think the PSG move has been successful for Neymar.
No, I disagree.
I know you do. That's why I'm starting it. Because what he's left to do, he's done. He's become his own. He's become his own name.
No, he's left to win a Ballon d'Or in a Champions League, mate.
He's not part of MSN anymore.
Has he not left to win a Ballon d'Or, mate?
Neymar. Okay, yeah.
And he's nowhere near, and he's never going to be anywhere near it.
I sort of disagree because I think without Messi and Ronaldo, Neymar wins 3 or 4 Ballon d'Ors already. I think he has.
2015, that's it.
Without Messi and Ronaldo, I genuinely think Neymar. I think at the moment Neymar's the second best player in the world. Maybe first.
Nah, I can't go along with that.
Who's at current the best player in the world for you?
Weird how we don't have a definitive answer anymore.
Exactly.
The last 10 years has been so easy.
Because obviously your mind instantly goes Messi, Ronaldo.
Yeah,
but
go and ask all the mainstreams. It's not any of them. No. I don't think. Lewandowski.
Oh, that's
hard to look past, mate.
That is what I was expecting. I know it's sort of between Lewandowski, Kevin De Bruyne, and Neymar.
Maybe Mane,
Mbappe.
Nah,
I know you don't like him.
I don't dislike him. I just don't think I think Mane's a better player.
I don't.
He's more impactful.
Maybe.
If PSG had Mane in that CL final, he's more of a threat than Mbappe.
True.
100%.
I can get on board with that.
His game's more refined, mate.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what was the initial point we were making? Neymar. Yeah, no.
Neymar.
I don't think it's been a massive success.
I do.
Nah.
Apart from not winning the Champions League, he's done what he left for, in my opinion.
His stock in the mainstream is so low.
That's because people don't like him.
I know, but that just goes to show, if he was still at Barca, he'd be respected a hell of a lot more.
He's also been unlucky with injuries.
He has.
And by unlucky, I mean he's literally had his legs chopped off in France.
Injuries have limited him. He's not as quick as he used to be.
No.
He's not as explosive.
The fact that, one of his recent injuries came from a player literally kicking his leg repeatedly as he's trying to run past.
They're not even muscular injuries, are they?
They're he's breaking bones from being kicked. You have to consider that is as a factor on his game.
Yeah.
You can't play to your top level if you know that every time you go past someone, they're going to try and break your leg.
You just kind of incite it as well.
He does. He does. I can give that. Yeah.
He got booked within a rainbow flick. That's disgusting.
Yeah, but that's exactly. This is what I mean.
Sucking the excitement out of the game.
He can't play to what he wants to play because no one wants him to. The players don't want him to. Even the refs don't want him to.
Ronaldinho does that. He's lauded, mate.
Exactly.
Neymar's a show pony.
Exactly. This is what I mean.
It's a bit disgusting. I do like Neymar. You might find it hard to believe.
I'd have to make more points on it if to really back my point.
Yeah.
But I believe.
Fair, mate. Keep losing my train of thought, mate. So we go off on tangents.
Exactly.
It's gone from bloody Messi to Neymar, mate.
Oh yeah, that's what we're talking about. Messi, Barcelona.
Yeah. Nah. You got any more questions?
One more thing on Barcelona.
Yeah.
Their team is declining anyway. Because when you think
their core is,
exactly, the core of Barcelona.
It's dying, mate. That great team.
Piqué. That's what they've got still at the moment. Yeah. Piqué, Busquets, Messi.
Yeah.
Suarez,
a bit later,
but still stalwart on that team.
Yeah.
Really, Piqué's too old. You see him get bullied by Bayern. Everyone got bullied by Bayern.
Yeah,
Busquets, the role he plays, he can still play at his age, but he doesn't have anyone coming in behind him.
Yeah, I don't think he's at the level you need to be
Barcelona.
CLs, mate. Yeah, obviously, mate. He's one of these. I think he's the best CDM I've ever seen.
Yeah,
he's so good on his day.
But when you look at, let's use Bayern as the example.
Yeah.
Boateng out, Sule in. Lahm out, Kimmich in.
Yeah.
Robben out, Gnabry in.
Yeah, it's very good.
It's when those players get
squad planning.
Yeah, when those players get to the level where they're too old to make the same impact, or their game has to change or anything, they have players that are already pushing to come through.
Similar profiles as well, mate.
Yeah,
so nothing really changes.
Their recruitment's fantastic.
Don't miss a beat. Such a well-run club.
Whereas Barcelona isn't.
Club's in turmoil, mate.
Fucking, they sold Arthur, however you say it.
And got Pjanic.
And he was one of their best midfielders.
He's a good player, mate. 22 as well.
And they just went, yeah, all right, go to Juventus. See you later. Bye.
Yeah, literally.
What?
Club's so poorly run, mate. They go and get sort of household names to appease the fans, which you don't need, mate.
Absolutely.
Griezmann's such a nothing signing.
Yeah.
As good as he is, he just doesn't fit a profile they need, which is what I've already said, but it's such a poorly run club, mate.
Yeah. It's just they buy names, not styles, if anything.
Yeah.
Or one thing that I think Barcelona have as a big issue is the Barcelona style. I think they're so
hell-bent
on still doing that. So Quique Setien was brought in because he was a Cruyffist.
Cruyffista, mate. That's a load of pish, mate.
He was shit.
That's what I was telling you about Valverde. I think they only dismissed him early.
Yeah.
I know he had those horror shows in the CL, but across the league campaign, they were consistent, mate. They had a foundation and just built off it.
Yeah. They brought in a manager.
Yeah.
Because he played the way they wanted him to play.
Yeah.
Even though he's not a very good manager. Well, he is, but he's not a Barcelona manager.
No, that's it, yeah.
And that's, I think, an issue with the club. A sort of refusal to evolve.
I get that. But did you watch the Take the Ball Passport documentary?
Didn't.
They're so sort of what's the word? Mate, they're so what's the word? They're so persistent on that philosophy.
Oh, yeah.
That,
from under nines.
It's a that or nothing, mate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's quite ridiculous.
Yeah, all the way through the club. That's what they teach.
They haven't produced a good player in Yonkers, apart from Fatty. Until then,
does Adama Traore count? He's not really a Barcelona product, is he?
Mate, I think that's a lie. How's he come out of there, mate? So about 95% of their graduates are little weedy sort of Spaniards touch, mate. Get his steam train.
Where did he come from? Some freak of nature.
Yeah. Chained him up.
They've kept him back for ages. Just gone, out you go with that.
Let him loose.
Yeah.
They're so persistent on this philosophy. It's ridiculous, and I quite respect that they don't want to change.
I respect it, but I do think it holds them back
a little bit. But the fact they're still at that level, not evolving, I think it's quite good going, mate.
Yeah, sure.
Obviously, football is a pace and power game as we speak, mate.
It is. Yeah.
Klopp's got blood in his hands.
It's a system game.
Yeah.
As much as Barcelona is a system, it's not. Klopp's 10,000 crosses per game. It's not Kevin De Bruyne's 10,000 crosses per game.
There's no individual expression.
City's slow, move it side to side until gaps open up.
Literally, there's no individual expression.
No.
In years gone by, if you had better players, you'd win leagues, mate.
Yeah. Literally. Whereas now, if you play well in a system, like we were saying the other day, Victor Moses.
Yeah.
Antonio Conte came into Chelsea, played with a back five, played with wing backs, and Victor Moses became one of the best wing backs in the world, best right backs in the world.
Yeah.
and he's bang average. As much as I love him, he's not that good.
No. Yeah.
And then so Inter Milan is currently playing under. Oh, I say currently. He was last year. It's not anymore.
Where's he gone to now?
I think he's just back at Chelsea, as far as I'm aware. Yeah.
You know, they just love loaning players out.
But as a wing back in that system, Moses was fantastic.
Yeah.
Anywhere else,
fit his
Stoke,
role,
West Ham. Where else was he?
Liverpool. Liverpool.
Yeah, he just was an average player, sort of that they chuck on every now and then.
Get some fresh air, mate.
Yeah, but in the right system, world class.
Yeah, literally.
And the same can be said for so many players now.
System players, mate. Yeah.
Roberto Firmino, mate, if he played for Palace, I think he's getting 1 goal.
Here we are, Cal. We could go through almost all of that Liverpool squad.
Yeah.
As much as they are brilliant, but
Robbo, they're all very
million reject.
They're all very good players, but in that system, they're world class players. And out of that system, they're not.
Yeah, it's a system designed to suit their strengths.
It's a system, exactly. It's a system designed around the players and players around designed around a system.
Yeah,
it's just everyone suits everyone at that club.
Man,
and Barcelona don't
off the clock, mate.
necessarily have that.
State my hair, mate. This as well as no cams on.
Taking the hat off.
Yeah. Stuck to my head, mate.
Yeah. That's my little Barcelona rant done.
Okay, now we've gone on a while for this one. You got any more? We'll do one more, I reckon.
Speak to fill time. I'll have a look. To be fair, the questions, there's some that would take so much research. We can do, have Arsenal actually improved, have Arsenal improved since Wenger left? We can do that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So that's from Ben, Johnny CPFC on Twitter.
So have we improved since Wenger left?
Yeah.
So is the consensus in the is it? Do people think we have? Like, do people, from an Arsenal fan's perspective?
I'm not sure. No, I think the point of the question is you wanted Wenger out that bad. Not you necessarily. Arsenal fans.
Well, I did, yeah.
Arsenal fans wanted Wenger out so badly, and since he's left, have you really improved?
Yeah, careful what you wish for, sort of thing. No. We can only look at league position.
Yeah.
We never finished below 6th under Wenger.
No, exactly.
That's his worst.
And even that was
awful. Yeah, once. We up until 2017, he was top 4 every year.
Top 4, yeah.
Which is ridiculous.
And as much as there was that joke about Arsenal 4th, that's ridiculously impressive.
Oh yeah, how can you banter us that now? Like, mate, I'd love to get mocked for finishing 4th now. But yeah, have we improved? I mean, statistically, no, but we weren't getting any better under Wenger, so it had to be done.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're on the right track now. Emery never happened. But
yeah, let's just wipe that bit from history.
Yeah, mate, I saw this picture on Twitter the other day. It was like Emery barking orders at Lichtsteiner, mate. Dark days in our history, mate. That's just so un-Arsenal. Like.
Yeah.
It was those duds, mate.
You're right. Yeah.
But no, like I was saying to you, I think we mentioned earlier in the podcast, like Arsene Wenger's Arsenal, even at their bloody lowest, were still smashing mid-table fodder at the Emirates.
Yeah.
If you came to the carpet, you knew you were getting a panning, mate.
Yeah.
Like now, the change in style is unbelievable. Like, I think it's only up until last match week, only West Brom had less shots than us. Wenger's Arsenal were guaranteed 20 shots a game, mate, especially at home. Away in the last couple of years was a bit soft, but
Palace 3-0.
Oh, yeah. That's a dark day, mate.
Favourite game.
You're not fit to wear a shirt. Yeah, poor Hecky beat it. But yeah, no, because like it does make you respect because leaving has done wonders for Wenger's legacy.
Oh, definitely.
100%. Like, it enhances his legacy so much. Because I don't think there's a fan out there now that doesn't like respect him and laud him.
No.
The past couple of years, bloody hell.
He
couldn't walk the streets, mate.
No.
Everyone wanted him gone. But yeah, now like
banners and everything.
Yeah, literally.
Thanks for the memories.
So yeah, as a stylistically, we're nowhere near as good as we were under Wenger. Like,
and in terms of results, you're not.
No, we still fleece off his legacy as well. This is why we go and sign Partey and Pepe.
Oh yeah,
being shit.
You see what? I'm not entirely sure how true it was because I saw it on Twitter. Apparently, since you were linked to Partey in 2018, apparently he's watched near enough every Arsenal game since.
I think he's a good.
Hoping that they would come back in. That's what I read.
We're literally a mid-table club, mate.
He came 8th last year. Apparently, like he said, he'd always hope for Arsenal to win and watch their game and hope. He came 8th last season. Apparently, he watched every game thinking, "Please come in for me."
It's ridiculous, isn't it?
Imagine he's watching you get smacked by Brighton, thinking, "I hope they sign me."
Yeah, it's nuts, mate.
Ridiculous.
Well, we've got Wenger to thank for that.
Yeah,
he's just made us such a sort of culture club, institution that we're still fleecing off that now. And people still consider Arsenal as beautiful, attacking, free-flowing football. We're
no.
We're shit houses.
It's sort of. Yeah, I think you're disrespecting Arteta a little bit.
I don't disrespect Arteta in the slightest.
But I know your thoughts on the recent games are different to mine. I think it's a process. As much as all trust the process.
Yeah, it's a bit cliche, but I know what you mean.
That's what it's going to be under Arteta.
Yeah.
For now.
Yeah.
It's the same. What you were saying about Wenger's legacy.
Yeah.
We often say Arsenal are the biggest club in France.
Up there.
And that's why.
Yeah. Literally. The Henry effect.
French players or French kids, maybe not so much anymore.
This is it. I'm worried we're straining away from that.
French kids our age.
Yeah.
Love Arsenal.
Mate, go and ask 50 Premier League footballers who they support. I guarantee almost half will say Arsenal. Exactly. Especially from like a southern area.
Yeah.
It is
kids in South London support Arsenal.
Yeah. Again, but was that sort of like diminishing as the years go by.
Yeah.
The further we strain from that sort of like 02 Arsenal era, which is why all the pro ballers now who are like 23, 24, the majority all support Arsenal.
Yeah.
But and now we're sort of like, because we've been so whacked for such a while, and we don't play this football, we're not sort of a respected club. You get less and less fans. I see more kids zipping about in Tottenham shirts now.
Yeah.
Because I always used to compare Poch's Tottenham to Wenger's Arsenal. Quite likeable, did football the right way, didn't spend a lot of money, made a CL final.
Yeah.
Like there was a lot of comparisons.
There was, yeah, definitely.
And I've noticed way more Spurs fans cutting about now.
Yeah.
And then you can see it at the stadium. Poch has done a similar job to Wenger.
It is very similar. Yeah. Except he got, like, when Arsenal, obviously you still finished top 4. When you moved to the Emirates, you didn't buy players for 2-3 years?
No, yeah.
When that would have happened under Poch.
Yeah. Yeah, it goes, that makes you respect
it did happen under Poch.
Yeah.
A couple windows.
He lasted 6 months at the stadium.
Yeah.
They moved in April 2019. And he was sacked November 2019.
Yeah.
Lasted 6 months.
It was harsh on him, definitely. But I do feel we can go into this separately another time.
No, not even.
But I do feel Mourinho was the right man to bring in, but I also feel they should have given Poch time.
Yeah, it was harsh to sack him. Because it was probably, obviously Poch started that season poorly, but we've had many scenarios with Wenger where we just stuck it out.
Because I spoke to Tottenham fans, like, my barber's a Tottenham fan. Yeah. I remember when Pochettino got sacked, I said to him, like, what's going on? And he said, to be honest, it looks bad from the outside, him being sacked, because they've just reached Champions League final. They've done quite well under him. But he said, like, even the few months before the final and then after were really poor.
Oh, yeah.
He said, like, the way they were playing wasn't great. The players didn't look interested.
Yeah, he did lose them a little bit.
But I feel that's only because it was the same group of players. When you're not refreshing the group, it does get stagnant. And
he didn't have the resources to go and refresh.
No, exactly, yeah.
Because he's got that stadium.
This is what I'm saying with the comparison to Wenger.
Yeah.
The new stadium, no new players, because you've spent your money on the stadium. So, where Wenger was given time, and obviously a better manager, kept finishing 4th in the top 4 consistently, which Poch didn't. But it's the same process.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, yeah. The thing is, as you say, with Wenger, we just stuck with him. Because there was occasions where we were stale and we were whack. I remember at the start of 11-12, we brought no players in. Club was in turmoil. Fabregas, Nasri left.
Yeah.
We could, start the season poorly, go to Old Trafford, lose 8-2. We could have bloody pulled the trigger.
Oh, much like Tottenham. Yeah, this is what
we just stuck it out and just built another team for him. And we should have won the league 13-14 a couple of years after.
Yeah.
Or 15-16. Yeah, but Poch didn't get that luxury, mate.
No, exactly.
And that makes you respect Wenger as well, because change of stadium, no funds, best players leave. Like that Invincible squad slowly started fizzling out.
Yeah.
With age and just players leaving. You had to rebuild and just, mate, we were a serious side like a year after moving into the Emirates.
Yeah.
Came 3rd in the Premier League, 7-8, 83 points. We're getting CL quarters, semis.
Yeah.
It does make you respect him a lot. Obviously, Poch couldn't last 5 minutes in a new stadium.
And then now, obviously, we don't talk about Emery. That doesn't matter. That's wiped from history.
Of course, yeah.
I mean, the fact that any hot take on Twitter that's a bit dodgy, you look in the comments and it's Emery memes. Of just the one with him holding a football, or the tactical one where he's just pointing his fingers about.
Yeah. It's a shame. It's starting to promise, to be fair.
But I feel like Arteta will take you back.
Oh, he can't. Yeah, he's got such a sort of arrogance, a good arrogance about him.
Brilliant, fantastic arrogance. I love listening. I'm not even an Arsenal fan. I love listening to him speak.
Got a way of words, mate.
He's
a bit of a con man though sometimes.
A little bit.
You don't see.
Yeah, he definitely says things just to keep the fans happy.
The fans, yeah,
but I think he does believe everything he says.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you can
and that is only a good sign of what he's hoping to bring in and what he is bringing in. I feel you've definitely played, as much as you don't agree with me, you've definitely been more effective.
We get results we wouldn't under
like that West Ham game.
Yeah,
you lose that under Unai Emery.
Yeah, Sheffield United as well. We wouldn't win that under Wenger.
No,
but I think I'm within my right to expect more than 6 shots.
But 100%. West Ham. Definitely. Like, but I just think Arteta, the same when he came in, didn't he draw his first 3 or 4 games?
Yeah,
that's just a process of
solidifying.
Right, we don't lose.
Yeah.
We don't have to start kicking on and playing amazing football and winning every game. So you've gone to Anfield, and also when you played Chelsea and City in the Cup, you've played defensive football, but it's worked. It's got your results.
Very efficient, yeah. So what you say defensive football against City, that goal we scored was amazing.
Beautiful, yeah. Well, so for now, it's the system of we get points, we win games by any means.
Literally.
And then when he gets the players he wants, Partey, obviously he wanted Aouar, that didn't happen. But more than that, over sort of 2 or 3 years, you will be back. I'm confident.
So. But this is what you're saying about the solidifying thing. That is what he's been quite pragmatic. But you go and ask any pundit, they're like, "Oh yeah, Arsenal under Arteta, good free flow inside, shaky at the back."
Yeah,
it's literally the opposite.
It's the opposite.
Solidify.
You can't create.
I showed you that stat the other day. I think he's managed like 33 games.
Yeah.
In like 25, we've only conceded 1. We've conceded 1 or kept a clean sheet in 25 of the 33.
Yeah,
very impressive.
Ridiculous. His win ratio is class as well, isn't it? Is it not? Is it win or just the?
No, it's win.
Not loss.
It's like 20 wins out of 33 games. 33, 34, 21 wins. He's drawn 6, lost 7, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is for a first time.
Very impressive.
For a cone layer, mate.
And for someone who's just inherited an average team.
Oh yeah, so bad.
It's like you sent me a message the other day with the lineup for the Liverpool game, was it? You were just like, look how average we are. Starting El Neni. No, it wasn't Liverpool. It was Sheffield United. Starting El Neni, starting Nketiah, who I rate Nketiah, but
it's not at that level. Yeah,
an Arsenal starting striker.
No, yeah. But that brings me on to a point though. Arteta's lineups.
Yeah,
he's quite questionable.
Yeah,
I don't really understand. You see what Pepe did the other day?
Yeah,
give him a run out, mate. William's been a bit subpar of late.
I think the international break's come at the wrong time. It's just
happened last year as well. Rona came in, we'd won 4 in a spin, mate.
Yeah. So yeah, we just won 1-0 against Brighton and Watford.
Yeah. But yeah, to answer the initial question, no, I don't think we have improved post Wenger.
No, but I think
we are on the way up.
You will. Yeah. Long term with Arteta.
Hope so. Hope his ceiling isn't 6th place, mate.
Mate, you hope the ceiling isn't 8th.
No. Yeah, imagine.
Especially like what we're saying with competitiveness. You've got Wolves and Everton to deal with now.
It's so tough now.
And Leicester.
You don't even need to it's not even just worrying about the top 4 anymore. You've got to look over your shoulder.
Everyone competing for top 4. I'll count Liverpool and City in this, but everyone competing for Champions League places.
Yeah.
Liverpool, Manchester City, Tottenham, Arsenal, Everton, Leicester, Man United.
Yeah, that's about it.
There's a Chelsea, probably.
Yeah, that's 8 teams you've listed, isn't it?
Yeah, there's about 8 teams.
Yeah.
Back in
05, mate, as well. Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, United.
Yeah. And they were almost guaranteed top 4 every year.
Good times, mate. Do you remember Grand Slam Sundays where it'd be like United, Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool?
Yeah.
Andy Gray, Richard Keys.
It's just a nostalgia trip.
Nostalgia goggles, mate. That's proper Barclays, mate.
But in terms of competitiveness and Arsenal, part of your decline has been the rise of everyone else.
Yeah. Literally. We've just kind of fizzled into that group. Mate.
It's easier to finish top 4 when you're always finishing top 4.
Yeah.
And when you sort of drop behind and you're trying to catch up, there's now 8 teams competing for 4 spaces. 4 of them won't get them.
Yeah,
2 of them won't even get Europa League spaces.
This is why I now argue winning the Premier League is just as hard as the Champions League. Yeah. Imagine trying to beat Liverpool and City over 38 games when they're almost near perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
Champions League, you can shit out a couple of results.
Yeah,
it's knockout football.
Yeah.
Look at Spurs. They made a final.
Look at
Lyon, semi. Leipzig.
Yeah.
You can get lucky and just
Atletico beat Leipzig over 2 legs.
Yeah, you're probably right. That Anfield show was so wasted, mate.
Exactly,
knocked out by Leipzig, mate. That's what a waste.
But I'm
chomping for a drink, mate.
I think we'll wrap it here because we've done all the questions.
That's quite a long one, mate. 48 minutes.
Impressive.
We've
milked this one.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Mate.
So
need to figure out a way to upload.
Yeah, I'll do it. Right. Cheers to everyone that sent messages in. Obviously, I've given you all little shout outs, but no one listens to this anyway. So.
All 15 viewers.
So Yeah, cheers. We'll film one soon, hopefully. Well, send us more questions.
Should be a weekly thing.
If you've listened to this point, send us more questions.
If you've listened to
this point. Gonna get one answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, cheers, everyone.
Nice one.